Oh, it's a prestigious thing that's gone back a long time. I've won it 3 times already, and I'd like to win it again. I think I'll equal Robbie Phillips, I think it is, if I get another one. So that'd be a good thing to do, because Robbie's a well-known rider.
Is there anyone that particular that stands out of your 3 wins?
Probably the first one. That was probably the best. They're all good, but obviously winning a first-time Harvie Wiltshire was a good thing for me, yeah.
Now, going in today's one with a couple of hours away, what's your strategy for something like that, which is probably the longest race of the year for you?
Main thing is to obviously be somewhere around the front, halfway distance, and keep the tyres in the best condition I can, and try and make a move somewhere around 10 laps to go. If I'm not leading, that'll be probably the strategy for that, about 10 laps in the end, to make a move and try and push towards the front and get away if I can.
Now, around Winton, with using the short circuit here, the super sports mixed in with the super bikes, what do you reckon the competition will be like there?
Look, that'll be tough. There's two of the guys on the super sport bikes going really quick, so hopefully with 1,000 we'll have a bit of an advantage somewhere, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to use my strategies and tell you that right now, but I'll just, as I said before, I want to be around the front somewhere, around 20 laps, and see how we go from there.
Oh, it'd be nice to win after we got second last year. A lot of laps around here. Yeah, it'd be nice to win.
So what's your strategy for the day?
I think on the 600, really, you've just got to get out and try and keep out in front of them. As soon as the superbike would come past, I think that's about it. You need to stay in front the whole time.
Well, this short circuit of Winton's a lot more suited to a 600 than a superbike, so you must be pretty confident.
Yeah, lap times have been good for me at the moment. I'm just worried if they do get in front, they'll wreck the flow of the 600, and that could be it for the Harvie sort of thing. So just need to be in front all the time.
So would you play a waiting game, or is it up to you to just get out and try and lead from the front?
I enjoy just going out and lead from the front, so I'd try and stick with that, I reckon.
It's the first time we've done the Harvie Wiltshire. It's a long endurance race, so I think it's strategy is going to play a game, coming in to sort of preserve your tyres early on and make sure you got a tyre that lasts towards the end, especially here, sort of a bit cold at the moment. Other than that, it's sort of got to try and keep these 600s at bay as well at the short track here at Winton. Try and conserve energy on the big thousands. Tactics are definitely going to come into it.
So how's your weekend been going so far in the lead up to getting ready for the Harvie?
It's been a couple of trials and tribulations. We sort of had a flat tyre race number 1, and we had to try and just get that bike home then on that. And then, a couple of not so flash starts. Ended up starting behind Parnell into turn 1 and 2. I've got to make the efforts to get past him real quick so we can sort of go with the front runners. Parnell's sort of struggling with a couple of things, and a little bit quicker than him at the moment. So hopefully we can keep that up with the endurance races as well, and just a matter of getting past him really quick at the moment.
So with the 600s being so nimble through the corners, how do you really keep them behind you seen on this short circuit?
Power in the straights. That's the only way. You got a couple of quick 600 riders in, Levi Day and Ryan Taylor, and watch out for those blokes, because through the corners, nice nimble bikes. Hopefully we can keep them at bay on the straights and sort of the sweepers, and try and sort of make a bit of a gap on them, and that way we'll hold them back sort of through the corners.
What would it mean to you to win the Harvie?
Oh, look, it's one of those prestigious things. I don't do too many ASBK rounds. I'm sort of a club racer, so sort of to have my name on that trophy would mean a hell of a lot to me. Something that I can say, I had a go at that, and I actually won the event, won the race.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a really important race, and a lot of big names have won it in the past, so I'd love to be able to put my name on the trophy as well.
Now, how's your strategy for the day?
The times have been pretty good for yesterday. Me and Ryan have both been up with competitive times against some of the thousands, so I'm just hoping to have a good battle with them all, and hopefully my race fitness can last the 30 laps compared to some of the other guys. And we've had pretty good tyre wear. Yesterday we ran the same set of tyres for all races, so we did over 30 laps on that set, so it's looking like a new set for the Harvie today should get us through it.
So what particular strategy would you be using during a race like this, 30 laps around such a short circuit?
Yeah, well, I mean, the 30 laps is going to go pretty quick around Winton, and we're obviously going to come up against some lap riders as well, so I'd like to try and obviously, if I can get out in front, then I'd like to be in first place. That way when we get up to the lap riders, I can hopefully use them to my advantage like I did at Mac Park in some of the longer races, and hopefully they'll hold the other riders up. But other than that, just try and stick with the front guys for as long as I can and wear them out. What
happens if you get in front? Would your strategy be then? Like if you got in front at the start?
Well, I mean, basically, yeah, just try and stay consistent and not let the pressure get to me. I mean, I'm pretty used to having Ryan right behind me the whole time in the 600 races, so I'm guessing it'll be pretty similar in this sort of conditions as well. But I mean, Chaz has been on the limit on the 1,000 as well, so I'll just try and stick with him for most of the race. I think will be the plan.
Means a lot of bloody hard work. 30 laps, I think the last time I rode that much was when we did the Malalar 3 hour last year. Look, it's a good testament to rider, fitness, your bike. So it's going to be a hard race. We've got the 1,000s, there's the 600s. Probably, I reckon this track it's probably going to favour the 600s over 30 laps. So it's going to be a tough event, but I'll go out there and give it all I got, and hopefully we come away with a big trophy.
Well, what would it mean to you if you got your name on that trophy?
Yeah, well, before I came here this weekend, I sort of didn't know a lot about it, and I sort of looked it up on the Press and Club website, and I had a look at the list of names that's on there, and there's some pretty big names on that trophy. So obviously it'll look good to have Chaz Hearn on the bottom of that list, and I'll go out there and do the best I can.
So what's your strategy?
Sort of same strategy I apply to all my races. You just put your head down when the light goes out, and if you can pull a gap, just sort of race against your pit board. If there's someone behind you, then try and keep them there. If they get in front, you sort of obviously you're going to have to change your strategy. And I think just being smooth and consistent. Obviously, over 30 laps, there's going to be some back markers involved, so that's probably going to play a pretty big part in it. Obviously the 600s, like I said, they're going to have the corner speed over us. We just have to open the big 1,000s up down the straights and, stay smooth, consistent, be patient and, be on top at the end.
So who do you reckon your main challenges are, main threats?
Well, Toz hasn't been any further than 2 inches off me for the sprint races yesterday. We were sort of playing around with a few different setups yesterday, so I haven't sort of got the ideal setup yet. If we can get away at the front and sort of gap the young fellas on the 600, it'll probably come down to me and Toz. I think somehow they're probably going to stick with us. So it's basically going to be survival of the fittest, I think.
In pretty good time, considering my fitness. Obviously, you moved that fast out of it. So here's your tip for it.
Chaz Hearn and Steve Tozer rounding out the front row. We might start down the back a bit with a couple of the outside contenders with one of the Jones boys. I can't recognise one or the other. I think you're twins. Jonesy, how are you feeling on the eve of this?
Yeah, no, not too bad. You had a bit better racing there in the longer one, so looking forward to it.
Where are you expecting to finish here? Any expectations?
Oh, I'd love to squeeze into the top 5, but we'll see how we go.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
Now moving across to a part-time racer, sometime mechanic for the Moto Logic team. Mr. Partridge, how are you feeling, Matty?
Oh, this is a little bit harder than working for Motor Logic. I think fitness will play a part on this one for me. I'm no athlete, so we'll just have to go and see how we go, see if we can pace ourselves, and hopefully I'm there at the end.
Any strategy?
Yeah, go easy at the start and then go hard at the end.
Well, Bobby Phyllis is 4. Steve Tozer, he's 1-3. How you feeling, mate?
Oh yeah, pretty confident. I'll give the young fellas a bit of hurry up, I think.
I think they'll be trying to give you a bit of a hurry up too. I can see the race face is already on, but you've got your strategy. You told it to me this morning. I don't think you're going to say too much, are you?
No, not too much.
It never does, but you'll be looking for a frosty treat afterwards. Moving on to Chaz Hearn. Chaz, bit of not the best way to start this morning, but you've got that well and truly behind you. You got the fastest laps of the race in that opening race. You must be feeling okay.
Yeah, just rushed into it a little bit too hard in that first one, and I'm sort of trying some new tyres I hadn't ridden on before, and I ran in a bit hard and over she folded. So that's what happens when you race, isn't it?
But getting back on the bike and getting those lap times, that must have got the confidence back.
Yeah, look, I was pretty confident going into it. Like the races I'm used to, it's pretty well that sort of race distance. So yeah, look, I think my lap times were within about 4/10, even on my last lap on lap 16. So yeah, look, this is probably longer than I'm used to. So I'll just have to settle down for those first few laps and make sure I got the heat into the tyres, and we'll go from there.
All right, mate, we'll see you after the race.
Cheers, Braxy.
Thanks, Chaz. And a bit of a difference here. We've got two superbikes on the outside of the front row, but on pole position and second, we've got two super sport races, adding a bit of flavour to the Harvie Wiltshire. How are you feeling, Levi?
Yeah, good. After the crash this morning, we've got the bike all sorted and it should be a good race.
So have you got any strategy? Not that you're going to tell anybody on the grid, I suppose.
No, that's it. I'll keep it to myself and hopefully come out in front.
All right, mate. What will it mean if you get your name on this Harvie Wiltshire trophy?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of big names on it, so to add my name to the trophy would be a good honour.
Good on you, mate. We'll see you afterwards.
Thanks.
Now, moving on to our pole sitter, who was umming and ahhing right up until how long ago, Rhino?
Probably 2 minutes ago.
So what made you convince yourself? Did you get anybody in the pit box giving you a bit of a kick in the butt saying get out there?
I think so, yeah.
So what strategy have you got? Like, you got the super bikes and the 600s. It's something different and shooting through all the crowd.
I think on the 600, just got to go hard from the start and try and gap. Yeah.
Well, the way you've been riding, mate, this weekend, I think anything's possible in that regard.
Yeah. It's been an all right weekend so far.
Ryan Taylor is lead by David. Oh, there's down and Taylor is lead by David. Oh, there's down and
It's perfect. Nano's second perfect as well. Halfway distance between laps. In laps, Steve Toes has gone into the 61 second bracket, so he knows he can back it off really. He's lapped right up to Marcus Graham. He's just coming through now, so he's lapped right up to.
Left it 4 times the name on the trophy. You're standing up to 30 laps.
Oh, a bit knackered actually. Got a good drink, but yeah, long hard race, and anyone that finished it, congratulations, because it's a long way.
So were you feeling like really starting to struggle out there, or you just your race fitness over the years of racing got you through?
I think it's just the sheer fact that I've raced so long. It's just going to try and set yourself into a rhythm and stay there. I was lucky someone had a pit board out for me, and I could actually read that and sort of realised I had a gap, so I could sort of cruise along a bit. Would have been a hard race after the 2 or 3 of us together.
But your lap times you were consistent, you wouldn't have 10 for the second all the time. So did you have a lap time on you?
Hard race. I didn't have a lap time on, no. I just settled into the rhythm and just tried to stick out.
Yeah, very good. Congratulations. Put your hands together for a 4-time.
I didn't want to make the same mistake trying to hunt Toes down. He got a blinder at the start. The first couple of laps, he really opened up the gap and just wasn't able to bring it back.
So tell us a bit more about your race. Were you happy with how it unfolded?
Yeah, I mean, the timer on the bike, I seemed to be fairly consistent throughout the race. If I got off to a better start and tagged Toes, I'd like to think I could have maybe kept going with him. But yeah, all credit to him. I mean, he rode unreal and managed to get that gap, and then he can just keep it from there.
So what do you reckon after doing this? Would you keen to come back and do it again?
Oh, for sure. I love the long race. It's good. It separates the men from the boys.
So are you getting feeling a bit tired there, or being young and fit and you're all right?
No, I'm ready to have a crack for the next 16 laps.
All right, all the best, Levi. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now we move on to the first one. We're on to the top 5. That's not a bad way to get there.
Yeah, no, pretty happy. The first couple there cleared out, and Matt as well, but then I think there was something happening here, he just dropped off the pace a bit, and the last couple of laps were a bit exciting. I was you'd be quite a strong rate of fuel, so pretty into there last year, but no, very happy.